Davis, and I'm a junior biology major from Round Rock, Texas. At the age of 7 years old, I was hospitalized due to a severe sinus infection, which had spread and become ocular cellulitis. There was concern that this infection could spread to my brain and threaten my life. While I did not understand the implications of this disease at the time, I do remember being scared. But what was strange for me at that time was that the physicians that came into my room imparted a sense of well-being to me. They spoke to me in a way that I could understand, and they spoke to me in a way that I would understand the process that I was going to have to undergo in order to get better. They eased the anxiety of a frightened boy. It was during this time in the hospital that I realized I wanted to become a physician. I believed that I would be a good addition to the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center Early Acceptance to Medical School program. The Health Sciences Center has conveyed that in all applicants they wish to see evidence of human caring, empathy, and a continuing desire to learn. And I feel that I have exhibited each of these qualities time and time again throughout my life. I would be a good addition due to my experiences in humanitarian aid in Costa Rica, my shadowing of several physicians, and my ability to empathize with future patients. During the summers of 2013 and 2014, I spent time in humanitarian aid with International Service Learning to Costa Rica. I spent time in Cartago and San Jose, and I provided free primary health care to the impoverished citizens around those communities. I documented patient family history, I discussed treatment options primarily in Spanish, and I witnessed examinations. I traveled from the more wealthy communities of San Jose to these destitute villages in Cartago and the more destitute communities around San Jose as well. What I remember clearly, though, is that when I went to the houses, many of them were made of tin. You could look up at the roof and you could see holes where rain could seep through. I also noticed that children would roam the streets without shoes. But what I remember most about Costa Rica were the expressions of gratitude on the children and the elderly as I left. It was this experience that helped solidify my desire to become a physician. In addition to providing primary health care in Costa Rica, I've been able to shadow several incredible physicians. One of the first that I shadowed was my own primary health care physician, and he made it a point of his to sit down with the patients and explain to them what was going on in a similar way to the physicians that I saw when I was 7 in the hospital. Furthermore, he would discuss antibiotics and how antibiotics were not the cure-all for any disease, as many of them thought. I was also able to shadow my oral and maxillofacial surgeon, who performed surgery on me in December of 2013. While experience in medicine and shadowing is incredibly important, the greatest quality that a physician should possess is empathy. As I stated before, I had jaw surgery in December of 2013, and this proved to be one of the most difficult experiences of my life. I had to constantly travel after the surgery from Lubbock to Austin every weekend. In addition to this, I was on a liquid and pureed diet for an entire month after the surgery, which meant that I was unable to eat in many of the fantastic dining locations across Texas Tech. Despite these difficulties, I was able to overcome them. I scored in the 90th percentile for the American Chemical Society's General Chemistry 2 final exam. In addition, I was able to score a 4.0 GPA at Texas Tech University. The adversity that I overcame will allow me to relate to my future patients as a physician. I believe that I would be a good addition to the Texas Tech University Health and Sciences Center Honors College Early Acceptance to Medical School program. My experiences in humanitarian aid in Costa Rica, my shadowing of several incredible physicians, and my ability to relate to future patients due to my own experiences in surgery set me apart from other applicants. In reflecting on the feelings of anxiety that I felt as a 7-year-old child in the hospital, I remember how scared I was, but I also remember the sense of calm that the physicians relayed to me in that setting. It's my hope that one day I will be able to help my future patients and possibly a child in the same circumstance in a hospital. And I also hope that one day I may change the path of that child's life in the same way that those physicians changed my own life. Thank you very much.